Shalom royalty, it's Ellie here, and what's up, Rainicorns? I woke up late. I was up late last night. My son went to the carnival. My family got back late, and so yeah, I'm late. Everything's late, but that's okay. Um, so yeah, I want to talk about the fact that I was a janitor in the astral realms, but first I want to show you guys my current job here on the earth plane. So like after I finished my job as a janitor, I got a real job, if we're gonna call it that, and that's gardening, taking care of nature, taking care of earth, and intentionally doing things, in the physical realm. Because when I was a janitor, it was more so like in my dream state or in my meditations, right? I was cleaning things that people don't think to clean, like literally cleaning the atmosphere, literally got a broom and I never saw God, but it was like a voice telling me, hey, clean this up. I was like, okay, so I'm literally just sweeping. But I'm going to go ahead and water my garden, though. Y'all can chill and stick with me while I do that. Because, like I said, I woke up late. So I haven't done this yet. Make sure I stick this up correctly. Okay. I'm not watering them heavily because it's cloudy and I'm pretty sure it's gonna rain later. So I'm not gonna go crazy with watering them right now. Okay. So, how in the world was I a janitor in the astral realms? So, this happened like early 2020. So I was deep into meditation at that time, really deep into it. It was very easy for me to get into my meditative state. As I shared with you guys over here on this channel, if you're subscribed to Sovereign Empress on YouTube, it's been kind of difficult for me to meditate lately because when I get into that meditative state, it's no longer just like I'm feeling good. I'm, feeling awesome. It's peace, love, and light. No, I be getting missions. I be getting like messages. I be talking to people, and I really don't like that. Honestly, I get it. That's what meditation is for. It's for talking to God in a very specific way. But y'all know how it is when you're a prophet, or if you're not a prophet, this is how it is. You literally learn everything about everything, and it's creepy. And I just wasn't ready for that. I would get into my meditations and like some of y'all know my situation. It would help me get out of depression. It was helping me find happiness and everything, just having that peace in my life. And now it's no longer the peace in my life. So it just kind of messed me up. But when I had my little janitor job, it was cool. So it was like, I heard God be like, here, get this broom. It was a broom literally that I saw, but figuratively and spiritually, it was some other tool. So I'm not sure exactly what that tool was, but I'll figure that out and tell you guys later. And it was a bunch of gunk. It was a bunch of dirt. It was just brown, a really, really thick layer of gross brown whatever. Just imagine smog solidified, basically. Imagine smog that's been solidified. And so basically I'm just there sweeping up smog. And so let me demonstrate how it looked. Let me see something. No, I don't think I need to do that. But anyway, so I'm on the atmosphere. Like, whether you believe that this world is a sphere or you believe it's a dome, regardless, the firmament has a curve. So we see a curve regardless of what you believe in the atmosphere. So I was on a particular part of the curve, and I just had a designated area. So when I see myself, I was standing up straight like this, but I was upside down. Like, my feet were on the top. So I was upside down according to what we call gravity. So I'm upside down with my broom and sweeping off the layer of dirt, of trash, of, pollution, if we're going to use that word, off of the atmosphere. And I was doing that for months. It wasn't a job that I showed up to every single day. It was just like, those powerful moments that... You said you want to what? The TV? The remote is right... Huh? The TV is black, so that means it went off. Hold on a second, you guys. I'm on live, so I can't pause it like I can when I'm just recording. What the heck happened?
Yeah. What the heck happened? I want to feel.
There you go. I don't know what happened or why the video went blank like that. Okay. Let me know if it happens again. Okay. So when I say it was a thick layer, I'm talking, it was just gunk, 2 feet high. So like coming up to my knee just about. It was just dirt and trash. And it was brown, just nasty. I didn't have smell. I didn't have a sense of smell when I would go into these visions or trances or whatever we're going to call them. But I wouldn't imagine it would smell good if I could smell. But regardless though, my job was just to sweep it up. I would sweep into like piles, and they would just kind of... The weird thing was, I wasn't like putting it in bags and throwing it away. I wasn't like blowing it away. There wasn't a trash can that I was dumping it into. It would be like I would sweep it away, sweep it into piles, and it would just kind of disappear. So I'm like, okay, maybe if I look at that in a symbolic way, it's like I get to work and God will take care of the rest. That's how I'm looking at it as. So the thing is, at that time, I was also trying to figure out, what can I do for people? Like, how can I help, like, the world, literally? And so when this would happen, it was just kind of like, oh, so my job is helping to clean up and remove what's been done, the negative that's been done, because like our atmosphere is not supposed to look like that. It's not supposed to look like that. Like, it was disgusting. Have y'all seen like footage of China? Like, they were wearing masks before this whole pandemic because their air is so toxic. I watched the movie. Make sure you guys watch this. I watched the movie 2067 on Hulu. Make sure you guys watch it. I'm finna watch the movie 2099 as well. In the movie 2067, they are running out of oxygen. They no longer can go outside and just walk around and breathe. They have to wear masks in order to breathe. They have oxygen masks on, and they have like artificial oxygen. Now, whether we actually breathe oxygen or not, I can't even tell you because we've been lied to so much about everything. I don't know if we breathe in O2. That's what we've been taught that we breathe. But other people now are saying that we actually breathe nitrogen. Some people believe we breathe hydrogen. And I'm just kind of over everything. But regardless, though, in the movie, it was basically he had to time travel, right? He had to go into the future after everything was destroyed and bring back whatever resource that's needed in order to stop the world from ending. He had to. I didn't even hear the train coming. I apologize, you guys. And so, yeah. He was on that particular mission. But the thing is, dude was OD gang stalked. His dad was a scientist, and he was doing research on what the situation, people running out of oxygen, people living in the future, being able to survive and save humanity and all of that. So he was a scientist, and he put a tracking device on his son when he was 8 years old. It was his 8th birthday, and he put a tracking device on him. And that tracking device was going to be activated later in the movie. And spoiler alert, I guess, but this is about science. It's not about enjoying the movie. So, he was gang stalked for his entire life since he was 8 years old. And they put a person in his life to be with him all the time, including when he time traveled. So when he went to the future, they sent that person that's been like his guardian all his life to the future with him. And so, yeah, he was able to fix everything though, like we do in every movie, like we do in every story. So like the whole thing, they had an anniversary for the last tree being alive. It was either the last tree or the last plant. And like if you saw the map, it was like different parts of the world just catching on fire. So having mad forest fires, having random toxic, explosions or whatever. And I'm like, that is a little too realistic. And if we were to really look at that and be like, yeah, we are 40 years away from that. Like, with the crazy stuff that's happening, like there's crazy floods in China, crazy floods in Spain. When I say crazy, I'm not just saying like, oh, my feet are covered up. Like, no, these folks' cars are getting taken away. And I think it's Spain. I'm not sure if I had a dream about Spain or I saw a news article about Spain. So, either way, we got crazy floods going on. And we're just at a point in time now where it's like we need some more janitors. We need some more janitors. Like the thing is, I finished my job, so my part of the atmosphere has been cleared. So I don't know if I can continue on with the job with other people or in other areas, but I know I finished my job, and then I asked for a new job, and that was when I started my compost heap. Even though I'm not really using my compost, that was me preparing for my garden. And so, yeah, then I was able to plant everything in my garden earlier this year in the springtime. So, that's my new job that I tend to. So maybe I don't have to get a new job in the Astrals. I don't know. You know, being hired, being one of God's servants is really cool. Cause like you don't do anything for money. Like I don't do that for money. Even though I get free food, like it's just nice. It's cool to do, and it helps the environment. What is that? Is that a balloon? I think that's a balloon, but I don't know. I think that's a balloon. Y'all see that? Hope y'all can see that. Can I zoom? I think that's a balloon. I think. Okay. Anyway. uh but yeah, being a servant of the Most High is really cool. Cause you know you don't do anything for money. Like being a servant here, you know, we associate it with slaves because that's what we all know. But when you're a servant of the Most High, like it's awesome because literally your goal in your life, in your day, is to help somebody, and you feel good for doing that. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it though. It was just very interesting that would happen. I don't know if anybody else has any like astral jobs. If you do, let me know, because like I was telling, I used to have this little Hebrew brother that I would talk to. He'd have crazy experiences. He'd be like, I just had a dream, or I just had a vision that I was like throwing planets around. And so in my brain I was like, okay, Lil Uzi Vert. But like, yeah, he just bought a planet, so whatever. But anyway, and I told him about this. I was like, you should join me. We should go sweep up the gunk together. He was like, I'm not finna go and sweep up any mess in the atmosphere. If I go into the astrals, I'm throwing planets around. I'm like, okay, sir. Okay. It's hilarious, like getting into all that stuff. But you know, it's cool. It's really cool. If this is something that, you know, resonates with you, let's have a conversation about it. Let's talk about it in the comments. Has anything like this happened to you? Have you been being called to do something like this? I'm not saying specifically, you know, sweeping up gunk in the atmosphere, just taking on some sort of astral job or some sort of nature job, something that impacts more than just yourself, something that impacts everybody spiritually and possibly in nature, physically. Oh yeah, you know what, I don't know if I'm gonna make this a separate video, but I do want to touch on the stuff that Dolo the Pilot Man be saying, because it really irritates me, because he's so right about the fact that people don't want to put their what's it called, they don't want to put action behind their words. And I think that's weird, because it's like I don't get, you know, people talking behind a camera all the time. So, you know, in my I invest in real estate. I teach people about getting into the real estate investing industry. And so I had to actually take a break from making videos for real estate in order for me to focus on building my website for everybody to, you know, be able to connect. Now I'm getting back in the videos starting, I think, tomorrow for them. And I'm like, so is anybody gonna like do something serious? Like, are we gonna take break from videos for a minute and focus on what we can actually do for everybody? Or are we just gonna keep making videos? I haven't been making spirituality videos for that long, but like he said, folks been on the internet 10 plus years and aren't really doing much. Like, there's some people who, you know, they donate, they give to the, hey, they give to those less fortunate, out of their money that they make from YouTube and other platforms where they talk about spirituality and stuff. And that's cool, but it's like, we gotta do something other than that, because y'all know money doesn't even have value anymore. So we gotta do something. So, you know, if Dolo happens to see this video, I'm probably gonna make a separate video talking about this specifically. But it's like, what's up? Like, you know, what's up? Let's do it. Let's start a new community. I want to do one in Africa, but if we got to start out doing one in the United States just to make it easier for everybody, that's cool with me. You know, I know how to get land for free. All you need is a nonprofit organization, at least in my county. So I don't know how it is in everybody's county, but you can get land for either super cheap or super free. You can either get land for super cheap or you can get it for free, depending on how you do your paperwork. So yeah. Let's get this community started. Like, let's get a real community going. Yeah, I'm at the point now where I'm able to relocate because I have finished a few different things mentally, spiritually, and physically. So now I'm able to remove myself from this current situation. And that goes in pretty deep, and I'm gonna talk about that with you guys as well. I want to take you guys on my journey of moving. But yeah, that's pretty much it though. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. All right, shalom, royalty. I'll see you in the next one. Tawada. Bye, unicorns.